Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to the government scheme session in which we cover all the schemes that are recently in news, and that is why it becomes very important from your examination point of view whichever you are preparing for. And what will be our strategy? So first of all we will understand that what was the need to introduce the particular scheme. Then we will move ahead and look at the different dimensions that can be asked in your examination, and at the end we will understand the news that is associated with that particular scheme. So today the scheme that we are covering, it is Saksham Anganwadi and Poshan 2.0. Okay, so let's start with the today's session. So see, if we talk about the women population and children population in India, so together they constitute somewhere around 2/3 of the total population of India. All right. So now let's understand that how focusing on them it is very important. See, first of all, we have to look at that if the mother, she is not properly nourished and she does all the nutrient requirement of her body, it is not fulfilled, the baby that she will deliver, they will also be undernourished, okay, or malnourished, right? So that would impact the baby growth also, right? So now this baby growth, it would hinder its physical growth, will also hinder its mental growth, will also hinder, right? So when they will grow up, they will not be able to have good livelihood, right, because of the two factors that we have studied. So that would impact the way they function, their mind function, and that would also have somewhat impact on the livelihood. They would not be able to have much skilled work, right, because of the nature of their body which was not able to adapt, right? So that would further, this person who would not be able to have proper livelihood, this again would not be able to fulfill the nutrient requirement of the family, of his wife, right? And then this cycle, it will keep on continuing, and that is why it is very important to focus on mother and children as well if we want a better India. Okay, so here is a screenshot of the National Family Health Survey 5, and it states that the different indicators that we can look at, be it children being anemic, stunted, wasted, for whatever category we are looking at, that India, it still needs to improve, right? So keeping that in mind, this mission Poshan 2.0, which is the full is Anganwadi, Saksham Anganwadi and Poshan 2.0, but in short we call it mission Poshan 2.0. So that is why government, they came up with this, because here the cycle that I have explained you, it is very important for the children and the women to get nourished. Okay, so that is why the basic idea behind introducing the scheme was this which we have discussed. Now let's look at the important dimensions. See, one thing that we need to understand, that there are already various programs that are going on that are related to nourishment of women, children and adolescent girl. Okay, so all those will now come under this, okay, under the Mission Poshan 2.0. It's just that you can call this particular scheme to be convergence of the pre-existing schemes. Okay, so all they would function like the way they are going only, but they would now be converged with the Mission Poshan 2.0, that would lead to the betterment and the upliftment of the women and children nourishment requirement in India. Okay, so if you talk about Mission Poshan 2.0, the launch here, so this particular scheme, it was launched during the budget session of 2021-2022. So at that time, this particular Saksham Anganwadi and Poshan 2.0, that came into existence. And however, this is related to health and everything, but still it comes under the Ministry of Women and Child Development. How can you remember this? Because see here, who is the target audience, who is the beneficiary? Here the beneficiary are women and children only, right? So that is why this falls under the Ministry of Women and Child Development. Now let's look at about the scheme. So as I told you, it is a convergence of the pre-existing scheme. So here it is a restructured scheme. So these schemes already existed, and now the restructure of them has been done, and these are the schemes, sub schemes now that comes under this umbrella scheme Poshan 2.0. Right, so what are these schemes? So we have ICDS, that is your Integrated Child Development Services, now which it in itself it comes under the Mission Vatsalya, right? We have two main important the conversion that happened in this February 2022 about Mission Vatsalya, that would lead to all the taking care of the children, and there is another mission, that is Mission Shakti, that would keep on the track of every progress or the scheme that we have for the upliftment of women, for women empowerment and their fulfilling about the nourishment requirement during various stages in pregnancy, etc. Right? So this, but this is a separate concept. Although this have also been converged with Poshan 2.0 to meet the need. What is the basic idea is all would function the way they were doing only, but now they have been converged as Mission Poshan 2.0. Okay. So in that we have sub scheme that you have to understand integrated child development. So here we are talking about child development scheme. This is altogether a separate scheme. Similarly, we have Poshan Abhiyan, and in our next session we are going to cover Poshan Abhiyan only, because this is a very important scheme to understand, and there are high chances of this coming in your further examination. Next is scheme for adolescent girls and national credit scheme. So these are the 4 schemes that have been restructured and now under Mission Poshan 2.0, and in that Poshan Abhiyan we are going to cover in our next video. Alright, so now let's understand the important dimensions of this Mission Poshan 2.0. So see, the aim, it is to address the challenging situation that currently India is facing, and we have looked at the NFHS 5 survey also, that is of malnutrition. Malnutrition means what? It is when the nutrition requirement of a body, it is not fulfilled. Okay, so that is a malnutrition. Among, and who are the beneficiaries under that? So among the children up to the age of 6 years, so their nourishment requirement, it should be properly fulfilled, and that is the aim of Mission Poshan 2.0. Adolescent girls, they are of age 14 to 18 years, and pregnant and lactating mothers. So these are the target beneficiaries under the scheme. Type of scheme, it is centrally sponsored scheme. So what does it mean sponsored? That the funding will be shared between the center and state, and the funding, it is 60-40 in case of the normal states, and in case of, that is 60-40 in case of northeast region, the ratio, it is 90% will be given by central government and 10% will be given by the respective state government. Okay, and if we talk about total budget, so that is your 1,81,703 crore, and this includes for your Poshan Abhiyan as well. So your Poshan Abhiyan, because this is your part of this mission Poshan 2.0 only, for so that is why the budget that is allocated to Poshan Abhiyan, that is inclusive in this only, right? So this is a very important scheme. Again we will study in this in the next session, but here we have to understand the budget allocation. It includes of Poshan Abhiyan as well. Okay, in that we have center and states budget also that you can look at. Now what is the vision of this particular scheme? So that we have we have somewhat idea, right? So creation of a convergent ecosystem. What does it mean? That all scheme, they are in sync, that one scheme, it helps, it is in accordance with the other scheme to fulfill the higher target, that is to help the lactating mothers and pregnant women and the children at the age of 6, and the adolescent that we have looked at. Okay, adolescent girls that we have looked at, that all the programs are in sync and the higher purpose is fulfilled to provide proper nutrition to them. Okay, to develop and promote practices that nurture, so we have to take care of the practices that nurture health, wellness and immunity of the beneficiaries. Focus on maternal nutrition, proper nutrition during the pregnancy of the infant and young child, feeding norms, and the treatment of what is this MAM and SAM. So yeah, AM, it means acute malnutrition, and here M is your moderate and S is your severe. So moderate acute malnutrition and severe acute malnutrition, that will be taken care of wellness through Ayush. Okay, so Ayush will come up and will help this. Will rest on the pillars of, so what are the pillars of this particular portion? What we are looking at, we are studying about the vision. So in that we have pillars of convergence of the various schemes that we have just talked about the governance, and about the capacity building of the Anganwadi workers, because those are the one that that act as a mediator between the government and the beneficiaries to provide the nutrition, right? So we have understood the vision. Now let's look at the objectives. So objectives are quite basic. Okay, so for example, to contribute to human capital development of the country. What does it mean? To taking care of the human resources here in India, to improve their capacity and to improve their performance, because if that is improved, then India will also develop, right? So contribute to that, addressing the challenges of malnutrition that we are currently facing, promoting nutrition awareness and good eating habits. Okay, apart from that, it is to address the nutrition related deficiency through key strategies that will be formed, and here Ayush, system shall be integrated under Poshan 2.0 for wellness and nourishment. Okay, so these are some of the basic objectives that are under this. Now let's talk about the components. So first is nutrition support for Poshan through supplementary nutrition program. Okay, so here, as we have already discussed, that all the already scheme, they would converge in this particular mission Poshan 2.0. Okay, so nutrition support for Poshan we have through the supplementary nutrition program, and that will be done for the children of the age group of 6 months to 6 years. Why 6 months? Because before that the baby, it is dependent on mother's milk, right? So that is why it is 6 months to 6 years. Pregnant women and lactating mothers, for them supplementary nutrition program will be run. And here the special focus, it is for the adolescent girls in the age group of 18 to 14 to 18 years in your aspirational district and national northern eastern region. Okay, so here this, in fact, this particular statement was asked in your NABARD phase 1 also. So we can look at that how these dimensions which you usually skip can be asked in examination. Next we have about the early childhood care and education. Okay, so 3 to 6 years and early stimulation will be taken care under that, and Anganwadi infrastructure including modern upgraded Saksham Anganwadi. What is the Saksham Anganwadi? So here we are talking about the upgradation of the existing Anganwadi. Let's look at it, but let's also discuss the last point. The last component of this Poshan Abhiyan is the last component of Mission Poshan 2.0, which we will in detail discuss in our next session. Okay, so what is the Saksham Anganwadi? So of course, Saksham Anganwadi, when we are talking about, we talk about the upgradation in the infrastructure, in the facilities that they are providing, and here the aim is to upgrade 2 lakh Anganwadi centers into the Saksham Anganwadi. Okay, and what should be the rate at 40,000 per year. Okay, and here when we are strengthening, so there are 2 more things that will be added. One is Poshan Vatika. So what is this? So this is like home gardens, kitchen gardens. Okay, so that will be formed in these in the Anganwadis, and another installation of rainwater harvesting system will also be taken care, so that we can fulfill the tagline that we have of catch rainwater, right? So that will be also taken care when we are upgrading the Anganwadis. Okay, so there are some of the salient features of this scheme also. For example, the Ministry of Ayush itself shall extend technical support for scheme implementation. Okay, can somebody tell me the full form of Ayush? Okay, so if they know. So here technical support for scheme implementation will be taken care by Ayush. Other than that, promotes the use of jaggery. Why jaggery? Jaggery because it is quite rich in iron. So that is why the promotion of its use will be promoted. The promotion of jaggery will be done. Apart from that, fortification. What does fortification means? It means adding some value, some kind, some vitamin, some minerals to the pre-existing food, so that its nutrition value can increase. So fortification with indigenous plants like moringa, okay, and ingredients that provide higher energy intake with smaller volume of food, because this will specifically focused on such section of society which cannot afford food. Okay, so for them we have to provide with such ingredient which will provide them with higher energy intake even if they consume the smaller volume of food. Okay, apart from that, another important feature of this mission is promote Aadhaar seeding. What does it mean? That linking Aadhaar card of the beneficiaries with the app that we will discuss, that is used by the Anganwadi workers as well, so that we have a proper we can have a proper track that all the benefits that are there for the beneficiaries, are they getting that or not. So for that, Aadhaar seeding of beneficiaries will be done, and achievement of sustainable development goal, it is also there. The 2 important SDGs will be focused on that. One is SDG 2, that is of zero hunger, and one is SDG 4, that is on quality education. Now see, we know that Anganwadi in itself, it is a separate scheme and there are various components to it, right? So it also talks about providing vaccination, of providing education, basic education, right? So and here, in fact, if we talk about the whole scheme, there is not only one ministry that is involved. Not only Ministry of Women and Child Development is associated with this particular particular mission, but there are various ministries that are involved. However, the nodal ministry remains Ministry of Women and Child Development only. Okay, so these are some of the, apart from the components and objectives that we have studied, these are some of the salient key features of this. Okay, now let's understand about the app, that is your application. That app, it is your what, Poshan Tracker. Okay, so now this Poshan Tracker has been designed by the central government. Okay, and it was launched by the Ministry of Women and Child Development on 1st March 2021, and here it will act as a job aid for Anganwadi workers. Okay, so basically from this particular app, what will be done, a proper real-time monitoring and tracking will be done. Okay, tracking of not only the beneficiaries but also of the Anganwadi centers also, and the Anganwadi workers also, how they are performing. Okay, so here all the data will be connected, and of course this data would help then further help to make strategies for the future, right? So here tracker have 6 category benefits for pregnant women, also lactating women, also children. For 0 to 6 months category is different, then for 6 to 3 years is different, then 3 to 6 years different, and of course adolescent girls of that age we have understood, that was 14 to 18 years, that is for different categories. And this is the logo of the Poshan Tracker. Apart from that, what does this particular tracker it will do? First of all, it will provide a real-time 360-degree view. 360-degree view means what? It will track all the activities of the beneficiaries. What does it mean? That if they're getting the benefit or not, if they're availing the benefit or not. Apart from that, what are the activities of Anganwadi centers that are going on, Anganwadi workers that are going on, the delivery, survey deliveries of them, and complete beneficiary management for pregnant and women lactating mothers and children. Then track service delivery. Okay, so here, because in this the Anganwadi, the service that we provide, in that there is a norm of take home ration also. Okay, so by this track service delivery, as the name suggests, you can actually track, the government, they can have a track that if the delivery, the products have been delivered to whom or not. Okay, so that will be done, and also the vaccination will also it will be the track will be taken of the vaccination as well. Okay, beneficiary migration. So if the beneficiary, they are migrating from one place to another, so they just have to switch that in the app only. Okay, to avail the benefit in the new region. Similarly, even if the if any Anganwadi worker also want to switch from one area to another, they can also directly do that. They can directly migrate from the app itself. Then grievance redressal. So here, if the beneficiary is facing some issue in getting the benefit that they deserve, so there is a grievance redressal also, where it is said that within complaint within 48 hours it will be solved. So that is what the governance, when we looked at the pillars, we talked about governance also, right? So here it is one fine example of that. And finally, Poshan Track dashboard. So here in dashboard, all the information that of the tracking of the beneficiaries, how many are benefited and everything, that will be present in the dashboard itself. So anybody can, they just look at in this app, they can understand what is the current data of all the working that are under this mission that is going on under the Poshan Tracker. Okay, so it is also an important app to understand. So this is a kind of short form of what we have studied. The 6 important pillars, talked about the 2 lakh Anganwadi to be upgraded, that we understood under and become Saksham Anganwadis, and there we talked about the Vatikas also, right? For where the crops can be grown, and apart from that, we also talked about the rainwater harvesting, upgradation in infrastructure, etc. Nutritional norms and standards to be improved, quality and testing and take-home ration will be strengthened under the Mission Poshan 2.0. Traditional community food habits will be promoted, and also the delivery of food under supplemented nutrition program to be optimized under this particular Mission 2.0. Okay, so here the news, the snippet of the news, it is not present here, but basically I'll just give you a brief idea why was it in news. It is because of the Poshan Maha that is going on. Okay, so Poshan Maha is going on, and this Maha means month. So this September month, it was your Poshan Maha. Okay, and Poshan means what? It is basically, Poshan means your nutrition. So this your nutrition month, it was going on in September, and that is why we have to have a good idea of what is your mission Poshan 2.0. In the next one we are going to understand Poshan Abhiyan, which is a very important scheme to understand. Okay, so I hope all the basic idea now it is clear of the scheme, because I know, and because many students they find very confusing about the difference between mission Poshan 2.0, Poshan Abhiyan, Saksham Anganwadi, right? So I hope that difference it is now clear to you all. And there's a homework for you all, so you have to tell the difference between undernutrition, stunting and underweight. Okay, so see, the malnutrition, according to different condition, it has been categorized into undernutrition, stunting and underweight. Okay, and here you have to tell the difference. When do we call a certain child to be nutrition or stunting or underweighted? Okay, so this is your homework for today. And see, if you are new to our channel, if you like the video, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can find the PDF of this particular lecture from our Telegram channel. The link of it is given in the description box below. So that is all for today. Next session we are going to cover Poshan Abhiyan, because of the same reason, because September was our Poshan Maha. So apart from that, if you want me to cover any particular scheme, you can always your suggestions are always welcome in the comment section. And if you have any doubt regarding this video, that you can also ask. So let's meet in the next session. Until then, all the very best for examination, and thank you.